Wondering how to fit in workouts into your intermittent fasting schedule? And do you work out in the fasted state or the fed state? Today's video is for you. We're chatting about the two main schools of thought with intermittent fasting and workouts. We're going to go over the pros and cons of each, and we're going to go over a decision tree to help you figure out what works best for you, both for your timing and for your goals. And we're also going to see what the science says. We've got a lot of great content to cover, so let's get into it. In today's video, we're talking about working out when following intermittent fasting. You're going to learn the two main schools of thought about intermittent fasting and working out. We're going to go over the pros and cons of each, and we'll be chatting about effective workout ideas and the nutrition implications, depending on which category you fall into. So when we think about intermittent fasting and working out, one is working out while you're fasting, and the other is working out during your eating window or immediately after, which we'll call the fed state. So research shows that exercising while fasting affects both muscle biochemistry and increases your metabolism. It's also linked to improved insulin sensitivity and steady blood sugar levels. When you're working out while you're fasting, you're using your stored carbohydrates and your stored glycogen for energy. But because you're fasting, those glycogen stores are likely already depleted. Your body is turning to fat cells for energy, and you will burn more fat in order to fuel your workout. So if you think back to our hour-by-hour talk, when you're fasting, your body breaks down and releases fatty acids into the bloodstream. And fasted cardio can accelerate the oxidation or burning off of those fatty acids. A commonly cited study suggests that working out in the morning after at least 8 to 12 hours of fasting will allow you to burn up to 20% more fat. The post-exercise oxygen consumption is often less when you work out in a fasted state. Studies show that fat breakdown is decreased by 22% if there's any food present. Depending on the intensity and the types of exercise that you're going to be doing in a fasted state, it's possible that your body will start breaking down muscle or use protein instead of fat for fuel. You'll likely be more susceptible to hitting a wall during your workout, or you're performing less optimally because you have less available energy to use for your workout. You might not be able to work out as hard or as effectively. You might even experience fatigue or dizziness due to your decreased blood sugar levels. Is working out when you're fasted right for you? Do you perform well on an empty stomach? Is your primary goal fat loss? How long have you been fasting? What type of workout are you planning to do? So working out before the eating window, your primary goal is fat loss or reduction in fat cell size. So what type of exercises should you do if you're going to work out fasted? So first you want to think about the available energy that your body has. This means think back to the macronutrients you consumed the day before or the last meal you had the night before. This will give you an idea of the available energy in the form of either glucose or glycogen that your body has that will be available to power your workout. If your goal is to lose excess fat, cardio or a more aggressive intensity exercise can be done on a lower carb day, and it's known for torching and melting fat. But don't discount low intensity cardio either. Improved cardiovascular health, improved mood, stronger bones, some fat loss, lower blood pressure. It can help prevent diabetes. It can improve your libido, reduce stress, and even reduce inflammation. You can do things like hiking, low intensity aerobics, Pilates, even go on a slow jog. If you just want to move your body in a purposeful way, consider things like walking, foam rolling, or even trying a stretching and mobility sequence. Aim to take a daily brisk walk for about 20 to 30 minutes. If you prefer to do strength training or muscle building, both will yield better results on a day where you've consumed higher carbohydrates previously, or if you're just trying to build more muscle. So as always, we want to make sure you're listening to your body. Not only do you want to think about what you ate the night before, which will fuel your workout, but you also want to think about where you are in your fasting or eating window when you're working out. So training early in the morning on an empty stomach will make it very difficult for you to train at even a moderate level of intensity. So attempting to engage in a HIIT style workout while you're in a hypoglycemic state will almost certainly impair your performance. So let's go through a couple quick scenarios. Number one, are you working out in the morning, fasted, when you have a few hours left to go before your first meal? So you might find that you're more ravenous before it's time to open your window. You might also experience more intense hunger as your body is craving food and nutrients to replenish and refuel after your workout. So first things first, you want to make sure you aren't dehydrated. If you're adequately hydrated, don't forget to be adding that pinch of sea salt for electrolytes. You can give yourself a bit more time for eating and shorten your fasting window, especially during intense training or if you're getting ready for an event or a sports season. Start by reducing your fasting window by 30 minutes or even an hour and see how your body responds. That way you're giving yourself more time to eat, but only a little bit more time, and you're not battling hunger for hours. So let's talk about another common scenario. You're working out fasted, but it's actually right before your eating window will open. So this is another time where you need to be strategic about what you'll be eating and consuming once that eating window opens. If you're trying to build muscle, a protein-packed choice or a low-sugar protein powder drink might be a great option as soon as your eating window opens. If you're not trying to put on extra muscle, a hearty salad with grains like quinoa and a small side of protein is also a great choice. Either way, you want to avoid those sugary, pastry, high glucose containing foods that will spike your blood sugar. If you consume a high carbohydrate meal immediately after your workout, those carbohydrates will go right back into refueling and refilling your glycogen stores in your body. They'll be storing them for the next time you work out, so you'll be actually negating the benefits of working out fasted. Remember, eating the right meals after your workout can either build or maintain muscle. Is working out when you're fed, so during your eating window, right for you? If your goal is to build muscle and optimize your intake for performance and recovery, a workout with strategic fueling during your eating window is the best option. If your typical workouts require a lot of power or speed, this is also a great option. You'll have a more steady energy level and a more constant fuel source because your body is using the glucose and carbohydrates from your meals to power that workout. And during your workout, when your body's looking for fuel, it will go right for those stored carbs and glucose, the quickest form of energy. So instead of coming after your amino acids from the breakdown of protein, it goes right to the carbohydrates. Recent studies show that the consumption of a carbohydrate-rich beverage prior to a workout resulted in greater post-exercise oxygen consumption. So this is basically saying you keep burning for longer even after your workout stops. If you like to work out after eating or during your eating window, there are a few studies indicating a clear thermogenic fat-burning advantage associated with pre-exercise food intake. And if you're looking to add muscle mass, workouts during your eating window after a meal will improve your results. All right, so what are the cons of working out during your eating window? A meal or a snack prior to doing cardio might make you feel sick during your workout. Consuming anything high in fat or fiber may also cause GI distress. Further, your digestion is slowed because during a workout, blood is shunted away from those rest and digest organs in order to fuel the muscles that are working during your workout. This leaves you with that full feeling for even longer. Do you perform well after a meal or a snack? Is your primary goal muscle building? How well have you fueled your body today? And what type of workout are you planning to do? So what exercises should you do? Let's start by examining the available energy you have. Think about the previous meals that you had and the timing. You want to time your workouts during your eating window so that your nutrition levels are at their peak and you can perform at your optimum, making your workouts that much more effective. Well, if you're looking to build muscle, think about traditional weightlifting moves like heavy squats, deadlifts, bench presses. If you do heavy lifting or power moves, it's important for your body to have the right nutrients on board. So think about moves that involve power and speed. So eating before a workout, particularly cardio, is essential if you're trying to add muscle mass. A pre-exercise meal will allow you to train more intensely. The net result is that a greater number of calories are burned both during and after the activity, heightening fat loss. Timing a meal close to a moderate or high-intensity workout is the key if your goal is to build muscle and have the strength and endurance to power through the workout. This way, your body has glycogen stores to tap into for fuel. So eating after a workout allows you to replenish the stores and repair any muscle breakdown that occurred during your workout, particularly if you're consuming protein after a workout, as it will aid in regeneration. The research says to follow any strength training with about 20 grams of protein and a little bit of carbohydrates within an hour after your workout. So why do we say 20 to 30 grams? The amount that your body can safely absorb without causing excess bloating or constipation. In scenario 1, here you're fueling your body in preparation for a speed or power workout. Your eating window is already open. So what should you do? You want to eat a light meal or a snack with an adequate amount of healthy protein, carbohydrates, and a little healthy fat. This way your body has some glycogen stores to tap into to fuel that workout. Be sure to allow time for digestion. You want to allow about 2 hours before you work out. Your body will be primed to build muscle, and you'll be ready for a moderate or high intensity workout. You're exercising after your eating window closes, but this is a great option for people who like to exercise after fueling but don't have an opportunity to do it earlier in the day. Your workout happens at the end of the day, right after your eating window closes. Here, you'll have the right nutrients and macros on board to power your workout and get you closer to your goals, similar to the previous scenario. Because your eating window has already closed, you won't be needing to have a higher protein meal right after your workout, but you can continue your normal eating with a low sugar option and a high protein and high fiber option when you break your fast the next day. With this strategy, you won't be building muscle as rapidly because you aren't immediately replenishing your muscle and protein stores. However, it happens gradually with your next meal the following day. So which option is right for you? The best solution is to time your workouts while considering your schedule, your overall health and wellness goals, and ultimately your nutritional level. The decision to try fasted workouts or fasted cardio comes down to personal preference. One study showed that fat oxidation remained similar between fasted or fed groups until the 90-minute mark of intense cycling. So only after this 90 minutes was there greater fat oxidation and greater fat burning in the fasted subjects. So before you jump to a conclusion here, think about, are you really going to be working out at a high intensity for more than 90 minutes? A few things to consider. The success of any weight loss or exercise program depends on how safe it is to sustain over time. If your ultimate goal is to decrease body fat and maintain or improve your fitness levels, you want to make sure you're doing it in a safe way. Supporting your body and ensuring you aren't forcing yourself to use precious muscle tissue for fuel is key. The science will remind us that when your body is looking for fuel, amino acids, which come from the breakdown of proteins, aren't as desirable as stored carbs and fat are. So as long as you're eating an adequate amount of protein during your eating window and continuing to use your muscles, your muscle mass will be well protected, even if you're in an overall calorie deficit. You want to keep your electrolytes up if you're working out. So a couple parting thoughts. Overall lifestyle, especially nutrition, plays a bigger role in weight gain or weight loss than the timing of your workouts. Some experts maintain that the idea is that you have a 24-hour energy balance, and this is more important in determining reducing body fat instead of thinking of things on an hour-by-hour basis. So make sure whatever you choose, you're choosing an exercise or a workout that is fun, sustainable, and makes you feel good. And be sure to take notes about how your body is responding and if your measurements or the scale or however you're tracking progress, if that's moving in the right direction. So if you still have questions about whether or not you should do fasted cardio or work out in a fed or fasted state, consider consulting a physician or your doctor for guidance. Your homework for this module. You want to spend some time considering your current workout regimen and timing, or you can create a brand new one. Slowly adjust your eating or fasting windows as needed to better serve your goals. You want to brainstorm new workout options and meal or nutrition suggestions if needed. And be sure to share your plans with us. All right, so there you have it, the two main schools of thought when it comes to intermittent fasting and workouts. Hopefully this information is valuable and allows you to choose the best time that you think workouts would benefit you most according to your goals and according to the time that you have available. If you're still confused about what to do, I would say try a week of working out in your fasting window and see how you feel, take some notes, and then try a week of working out in your fed window and see how you feel. Schedules change, and you might also do something where you work out on a fasted day 3 days a week and you work out in a fed state the other 3 days a week. Do whatever works best for you in your schedule. The most important thing is to just keep your body moving. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy my content, please give it a big thumbs up so we can help it spread to other people. If you know anyone that would benefit from this information, please share this with them. And as always, if you have any comments or questions, please leave it down below. I will try to respond in a timely manner. If you're looking for another great video to watch, I highly recommend this one. Aww.